Hey guys, Eden here. Everyone knows that a good harem anime can define a generation. High School DxD, Nisekoi,卄E𝔫TAI, Rent-A-Girlfriend. Never underestimate the power behind sweaty men in their 20s fighting over which high school aged anime character is the hottest in their Discord at 3 AM. I think it's safe to say that one of the biggest reasons why harem anime is so hot and trendy when it airs is that people like to fight over which anime waifu will win at the end of the series. You know, who's gonna get the 3D printed stale main character? That is the question. So when I heard about the new harem anime called卵E𝔫TAI, girlfriend, and I found out that every girl gets the guy simultaneously, guys, I think I came reading the synopsis for this anime, let alone the first few minutes of episode 1. This anime and its premise is kinda weird, and I am personally all for it. I welcome any anime that makes me question my morality, because let's be honest, guys, if you don't feel a little bit of guilt after watching an anime, was it even worth your time? The medium of anime has absolutely no shortage of romance series that are just absolutely abhorrent in an infinite amount of ways that I think I don't need to explain. Or maybe I shouldn't explain because this video would be demonetized very quickly. Just go watch my video on incest anime if you want to dip your toes into the depths of degeneracy. Oh, and also make sure to leave a like on this video for more degenerate stuff, of course. Anyways, Kanojo isn't the most disgusting anime you'll ever see. In fact, I really wouldn't call it disgusting at all. I more or less say it's a little weird and maybe to the most sensitive viewer a little bit discomforting. I'd probably place it next to Rent-A-Girlfriend in terms of degeneracy. Like, yeah, it isn't inherently immoral to pay a girl to be your girlfriend. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I'm not saying there is. Like, circulate that yen, my guy. Great job stimulating the economy. Shinzo Abe would be very proud. But even if it isn't immoral, that doesn't change the fact that it's a little weird, bro. And Kanojo, well, this anime is plenty fucking weird, bro. Polygamy, the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. Synonyms, being a fucking red pill to the core Chad who doesn't limit his success and potential by only having one girlfriend at a time. Alright, I get it. Enough beating around the bush, Eden anime reviewer extraordinaire. Let's go more into detail with what this anime is actually about, and specifically, whether or not it's something you guys should actually spend your goddamn time on. Okay, so at its core, Kanojo is a comedy anime. If you're the type of person who's looking for an actual anime that promotes polygamy as something serious and has anything interesting to say about the practice, this shit ain't for you, my guy. I don't know how else to say it. This anime is a comedy, and unlike a lot of comedy anime, this one's actually funny. It follows Mr. Main character Naoya and his girlfriend Saki in a relationship that almost instantly deviates from anything you've ever seen in anime before when Minase is introduced. You see, Naoya isn't your normal boy. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but in his case, the apple fell from the tree and smashed his small, baby, malleable skull. Naoya is an interesting boy, for reasons we will get to, but mainly, the man loves his girlfriend way too much. Like, way. However, that loyalty is put to the test instantly when cute, sexy anime girl Minase enters the scene. And when I say instantly, I mean instantly. The anime wastes absolutely no time implementing the idea of polygamy within the first 10 minutes of the anime. So, if you have stupid monkey ADHD brain just like me, then hey, I've gotta say, this is something you should consider. This anime does not waste any time. Back to Minase. Minase confesses to Naoya, and this Naoya fuck doesn't even have the goddamn balls to say no. So he begs his girlfriend to let him date both of them at the same time. They play a game of basketball to settle the score. Minase fucking dies. The point is, the scene is set, and this romance anime is a group of 3. Unironically, it just is. My god, this is kinda weird. However, with the premise like this, I feel like it's very easy to fuck it all up and not capitalize on it. However, I personally think that girlfriend actually does a pretty good job because it goes all the way, baby. They are living with each other. What? Who is paying for this? How can you afford a house at age, what, 14? 15? You have an entire mansion to yourself? Forgetting the fact that our main character is literally in the 1%, let's take a moment to acknowledge the elephant in the room. I think this anime is pretty ugly, and that the production is a little all over the place, mainly in the visuals department. I really don't like how characters' eyes are drawn. I think the animation is pretty stiff and heavily relies on zooms and action lines to provide a sense of motion, when in reality there is little to none in this anime. There's a few scenes with continuity issues bodies and characters that are too big for their backgrounds. And I'm not saying Koreans can't do anime, but it's just not a good look when you have more names in Korean than Japanese for your Japanese anime in your credits. Outsourcing the majority of your animation to a Korean studio usually isn't that good of a thing. I only say this in accidentally negative because aside from those issues with visuals, I have absolutely no problems with this anime. In fact, I would go as far as saying it's pretty good and made me laugh several times while watching. And I'm an anime YouTuber. I fucking hate my life, so making me laugh isn't that easy. The visuals are weak, so what? When the characters are so genuinely funny, the OST is extremely effective, arguably on a similar level to that of Kaguya-sama, and the voice acting is just way too fucking good. I have got to say that we have a potential banger on our hands here. Like, listen to this girl scream. Nice. I just love listening to women scream, don't you? However, if I had to nail the hammer on one thing that separates this harem anime from any other harem anime that I have personally ever seen at the very least, it would be that the main character isn't some spineless, sex-hating, incel ligma male. This guy,卫E𝔫TAI, while incredibly stupid, he is not some pushover. The young lad has got some fucking game. This is by far the most refreshing thing, because instead of being all scared and flustered anytime the plot is trying to move forward, he is the man who initiates. He is the one who knocks. And that, I must say, is very much appreciated. But we've talked about卫enough. I've edged you guys on for longer than necessary. I will answer the question that is surely on your mind, which is, what about the waifus? Who is best girl, Mr. Kore-wa-Iden? Now, as of recording this video, I have only seen the first 2 episodes, so I think it's a little too soon to drop my largely controversial opinion on who is best girl. But if you have seen this anime, or even read the manga, please comment down below who you think is best girl. I'd love to have a very intellectual and political debate with all of you guys. Just looking at the promotional art, my eyes instantly went auga towards the girl with white hair. And seeing that she has the same voice actor as Megumi, Rie Takahashi, I can't see myself not liking her. But that doesn't mean that Minase and Saki are bad characters by any stretch. In fact, they're pretty cute, pretty stupid, and really funny. All the characters in this anime so far are genuinely super enjoyable. My favorite aspect of any character so far is the fact that Minase, prior to telling卫E𝔫TAI that she likes her, she didn't attend school for 3 months just so she could study and perfect herself for when she asks him out. Genuinely psychotic shit, but they portray it in such a low-key way, really well done, and really fucking terrifying. All of the characters are psychotic, crazy people, and the plot and premise is almost as crazy as them. The anime's ability to not take itself seriously is going to be its greatest strength moving forward. As long as it stays a funny, pointless, stupid harem rom-com, I think this is something that each and every one of you guys should check out. Let's just hope it doesn't end up being terrible and I end up eating those words. Anyways, the OP is really cool. So is this ending song, especially if you're a fan of anime girl boobs and anime girl ass. But you know who's the biggest fan of anime girl ass more than anyone I've ever seen? My patrons over at patreon.com/Kore-wa-Iden. Capitan, Pursuant Puddle, Bread and Butter, Light Honey Girl, Outcast Ray, Duncan Nugget, Dusk Seraphim, Evan, Everly 2, Grishapa, Jeffy Games, Marquise Harper, Megaton, Mental Penalty, MVDW, Praise the Nerf, Puggy420, Xin, Isaac D6, Kmoy, and all my other patrons on Patreon.